Win Some, Lose Some is presented by Bet Rivers, your hometown sportsbook. Check out their daily specials at BetRivers.com.
Were you a winner last night?
Wow, winning.
Or was it a rough one?
Well, they can't all be winners, can they?
Loser! You're a loser!
Molly Howard recaps the night in sports betting in Win Some, Lose Some.
Not much going on last night, just hockey, 5 games. 3 games went under with 2 pushes. Ducks cash plus 125. They beat the Jets at home, and home teams went 5-0 last night in hockey. Not much to speak of with the first periods either. One bad beat we'll get to coming up. Also, Win Some, it's official. The NFL and ESPN work out a deal. We will have a Monday night football game for the next 5 years on ESPN, and this year it will be with the Mannings coming up. Monday night, 5:15 Pacific.
So we're going to get both versions, I'm guessing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Saturday, 1:30 Pacific and 5:15. And then a triple header on Sunday, 10 a.m., 1:40, and 5:15. The last game on NBC, and then Monday Night Football on ESPN. To the videos, as always, subscribe. Check these out, our radio and podcast people. Great dog videos today. Dan will have these up. Paulie in Vegas on Instagram. With the owner is vacuuming the dog, okay? And then the brother comes in and realizes, I don't like the looks of this. He's not moving. It's making noise. I've had enough. Grabs him by the leg and hauls him out in the other room.
I must admit, I've never...
That's a big dog, too.
It is, yeah. I've never seen this before where you put that hose on the vacuum and that's how you clean the dog off.
Yeah.
It's a different technique. I've never had a dog that would accept that.
Yeah, right.
They're going to freak out and run 20 miles away.
They go, okay, do what you want, right? Paws up.
The vacuum?
Paws
Sure,
up.
go get it.
Sure. This is great, too. Love this video. The owner, the lady's in the middle of the pool, and every time she goes in the pool, the dog freaks out. But I don't like this. Are you okay? You're in the deep end. Are you safe? Hold on to my paw. Just hold on to my paw and make sure everything's all right.
Yeah.
The whole time. That is great.
My paw is your raft. Grab on.
Yes. Excellent. That is good. And one lose some. The owner stops and notices there's a bunch of puppies across the street and then looks and is petting the puppies. And then he looks back over at his dog with the window down. He's, what gives? Hey, what about me? Come on now.
You're cheating on me.
Absolutely. Look at this. Got a whole
I would want to walk away with like 5 of those dogs.
Oh, how do you not?
Give me all of them.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, that's good. Also, lose some. What the hell happened last night in the NBA? Dallas won by 68.
Yeah.
Dallas beat Charlotte by 68, and the Suns beat Portland by 45. What?
Go bet the Mavs now.
That was right.
No.
That was a day game, right? Incredible. One bad beat. Also in hockey, well, it was a tough push. Colorado, Chicago total was 6. It was 3-1 in the first. 4-2 final. That's hard to stomach.
Well, they got to Marc-Andre Fleury right away.
Yep. Win Some, Lose Some, presented by Bet Rivers, your hometown book, where you can claim your 100% first deposit match bonus now with code 250MATCH. Learn more at BetRivers.com. DraftKings, asking you shall receive. Total outs for the pitchers tonight. Both 14.5. Webb heavily juiced to the over, $2. Urias minus 150.
Okay, well, I like over 14.5, but I also do not want to lay $2 on that. $2? Come on. Put up 15 outs and make it $1.30. I'd bet over 15 outs.
Webb can't go 5?
Well, I think he does.
That's
Let me give you
good.
another one.
And also, the totals, there's 7s, there's 6.5s. They get involved with I'm interested in the alt totals.
Okay.
I think it could be 2-1.
So, they're playing in San Francisco. It's cold. Could be windy, right? These two pitchers have great numbers. Sample sizes here going into Webb. Dodgers haven't done well against him. How about this? How many runs will the Dodgers score in the game? Their team total under 1.5 is plus 260. Under 2.5 is plus 135. Any interest there? This game could shape up to be another 2-1 beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Playoff baseball. We live and breathe. This happens all the time in that city. Webb's been awesome.
They've been shut out in both losses, yeah.
Yeah. How many runs will the Giants score? Same thing. Under 1.5 is plus 260. Under 2.5 is plus 135. I think this is one of the ways I'll approach it tonight, by betting unders on both these teams. It's a good one. 14.5 with the number of outs. Can you see? Is he going to get rocked? Hey, it's 5-1 either side in the third.
I can't see. He's been so, I know, biggest game of his life. Maybe the moment's too big. The stage is too big. But the guy's been nails the whole year, especially at home. I just ran down the numbers. 7-0 with a 1.80.
I'll tell you right now, he is going to be too popular for me next year as a Cy Young pick in a bet. This is from Chris on Twitter when we had Nigel on. Is there anything wrong with having your kid write down the picks as you drive them to school? No, I think that's great parenting.
That's good.
Right?
Excellent, yeah.
Sure, I'm a big fan of that.
Do you ever do hits, runs, and errors? That's a popular prop.
I don't bet it.
I would look under 23. Hits, runs, and errors in that combined.
Yeah. To get a 3-2 game, maybe one error.
Giants didn't do much.
A ton of hits to beat you.
Giants didn't do much in game one either. It was just a couple long balls.
Sure.
And giving Posey the green light on 3-0.
Like if this game flies over the other way and goes like the alt totals to go over. Like if you want to flip it on me and say I'm going to bet over 4.5 for each of these.
Yeah.
I think I'd be like a 7-6 game tonight would be pretty surprising to me, and I think to a lot of people. It can happen. Both these offenses are dynamite, but.
Well, that's the other thing. It's so enormous, and we don't get this with the Giants and Dodgers in the playoffs. But not to mention 107 against 106, and then the menu. I mean, you can bet anything you want. Will a guy have a hit? Will the stolen base, run score, all this stuff?
There's like
the home run's one thing, but you can bet how many hits will Mookie get?
Yeah, there's like
Trey
300
Turner?
ways to bet these games.
Yeah.
Let me throw in, by the way, one more loose one for you. It's maybe my favorite show of all time. And if we could ever have, dream scenario, Paulie, we get Larry David in studio, the first thing I'd say is, what the hell are you thinking?
What?
You're going to debut Curb next week?
Oh, it does?
Larry, it's like week 7 of the NFL.
Oh, Larry.
We're going to have our first committee show for college football to see who the top 4 is. Welcome back, NBA and the NHL. We got the World Series going on. Oh, by the way, here you go. Here's episode 1 of Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's like we don't have enough on our plate already.
Jeannie Buss will arrange that. When we go to a Laker game, Larry goes all the time. Larry will be in front of us. We'll set it up.
He's a sports fan.
Loves it. Loves the Jets. Yes.
You can't put this on in April or May when we have like baseball and that's pretty much it, and then maybe some NBA playoffs. Come on. Because I have to watch the show. My favorite show possibly ever.
He's a genius.
And oh, by the way, this is relatable for everybody. Every sports fan I know loves Larry David. Hardcore bettors that I know take a break occasionally to watch the new Curb. Like they actually slice 30 minutes out of their day to say, I got to watch the new episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Did you watch the preview for it, by the way?
No, I didn't know.
I'm pretty excited.
Same cast?
How can it not be?
Is it the same cast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The great thing about that show is there's no script. Most of it's ad-libbed.
Yeah.
It's the rough outline.
Give you an outline. Here you go.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. It's
shows the talent a lot of those people have.
Yeah, it's great. Also, yeah. What are you going to say? Okay.
It was about what's his name? Jeff Garland?
Yeah.
So about how his life has been because he looks like somebody.
No. Yeah. I know you're talking
I know.
about.
I'll leave that there. I'll just leave it off here.
Well, also, we have college football tonight, and Paul Stone gave you a play that he likes earlier today.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, because Navy, since they whacked the OC, they've been competitive here. They pulled the upset against Central Florida as a big dog, and I know that Gabriel was out the quarterback. I watched that game last week. They had SMU, and SMU returned a kick.
Yeah.
They were down big in that. Navy had a nice lead. So, and he's right about Memphis. Could have 4 losses. But with the losing streak and now laying this, and that was a great tidbit, 10 in a row, they failed to cover against Power 5 teams. So it makes sense to take the points with Navy.
Also, some of the Memphis games have been weird this year.
Well, last year this game was 10-7. Memphis played a 10-7 game.
That's okay. That's wild. But this Memphis team, they gave up that huge lead they had against Texas San Antonio. And that was a game where everybody loved Texas San Antonio. Like every person. I didn't hear one person make the case for Memphis.
It was 21-0.
Yeah, Memphis is blowing them out, and then they choked, gave the game away, and they lost. But Navy, think about that. It was after the game on 9/11. That's how bad it was for Navy. Yeah, you're so bad offensively, we got to fire you after that game.
Yep. The more I think about it, absolutely, it's an unlikely hero tonight. You've had some big names, but you've had, with Bucky Dent, Joe Carter. Something big's going to happen tonight. I think it could be an epic game.
Well, 2 things. This is where the Dodgers could really miss Muncy or use Muncy.
Right.
And same thing with Kershaw.
I know what happened this year, but he is, in his career, dominated the Giants and in that ballpark. Owned the Giants.
If you're looking for more sports betting discussion around your local teams, BetRivers has you covered. BetRivers has launched a series of CityCasts designed to tackle sports betting from the local perspective. The Chicago, Detroit, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh CityCasts are up and running with 5 new episodes each and every single week. subscribe to your local CityCast wherever you get your podcasts. It is Follow the Money on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Email is ftm@vsin.com. Mike Palm in studio, the VP of Circa Sports. He also has his own show here on VSiN called Odds On later on in the day. It comes up every single Thursday. There's somebody in the Circa Million contest against the spread so far, 22-3. 22-3 5 weeks into the season. That's who you have to beat. That's what you got to do. Up next, we will get into this Monday night football game from a betting perspective. Average quarterbacks, the average quarterback game versus Tampa so far. The numbers will blow you away. I will run them down for you coming up next.